Thank you for tuning in to Mona Lisa Late Night. Grab your glass and let's get started. But before we get there, please go to my website, www.monalisamonroe.com. We've got merchandise, we've got t-shirts, we've got cups, we've got totes, we've got everything you need. We've even got my book, Life After the Diagnosis. So, let's go ahead, grab your glass, bottoms up, let's start talking.
Good evening, good evening, good evening. Thank you for tuning in to Evenings with Mona Lisa. Now, if you caught the show this morning, oh my goodness. My guest this morning, Janine, was amazing. Now, I wanted you to sort of hang in there because the first 5 minutes, the sound was a little shady and a little shaky, but we got it going, and I don't want you to miss what we talked about. Today's show was all about game changers, atmosphere shifters, honey. We got a guest on the show tonight. She's got a lot going on. I met her in a volunteer space, and her heart is so big. She's such a great lady. So I'm excited to bring her on. But before I do that, I want you guys to go to my website, www.monalisamonroe.com. Like the commercial said, we've got all what you need. There it is. When you purchase the merchandise, you support the show. So let's get started introducing our wonderful guest today, Kaylin. What's
Hello.
going on?
Happy to be here.
Good. It's so great to have you on the show, especially about this particular show. This show today is introducing game changers and atmosphere shifters. And when I met you, you seemed to me like a game changer. So if you don't mind, please take a moment to just let us know who you are, what you're about, what you're doing. Go ahead and do your bio.
Well, Kaylin Hammer with Hammer Insurance Agency. We're an independent agency located in Pooler, Georgia. We do insurance for auto, home, and business. At the same time, currently, I'm running a campaign for LLS Woman of the Year. This year starts on February 17th, so we're about to kick that off. We're about to do a lot of really exciting things this year. So those two things really my main focus right now.
Oh, wonderful. I didn't know you were doing that. Okay.
Oh, really?
So I didn't. I mean, I knew a little bit, but I thought you had like some stuff on the side as well, right?
No, here and there. Yeah, definitely. I like to help out with some things. I like to be a part of, buy local, and I like to volunteer for certain things. So I'm here and there, but yeah, I'm about to kick off that campaign, so that's very exciting.
Good. Very, very good. So, how long have you been working for this organization?
For LLS,
Yes.
it's I just got nominated recently to run
Wow.
for Woman of the Year. That was just a few months ago. And so the campaign will start in February and end in April. So not very long, but
Now,
definitely excited to raise some funds.
that's a huge feat. Now, hold on, because me and LLS go way back. So in 2010, I am a survivor of leukemia. And LLS was like my right hand when it came to resources, trying to find out, how to get funding, how to get help, how to whatever. And in 2010, the spokesperson, basically. I was like, give me something to give to these people to find out who you are and what you're about, because before 2010, I had no idea what leukemia was. So, do you know of anyone who has suffered from leukemia or?
I know a few people through friends. I have a very close friend of mine who actually had a son who was diagnosed with a type of lymphoma recently, and he recently went into remission, and that's great. He's a 3-year-old, so he was in treatment for about 4 months, and so that was really that happened right after I got nominated. So that was really interesting experience for me, because that kind of hit me a certain way.
Yeah.
I've had several family members diagnosed with different types of cancer other than blood cancer. My uncle had throat cancer. My aunt passed away from breast cancer. So it's always been there for me. Unfortunately, you know, and for everybody else though too, it's always there. You know, everyone has their own experience, and so I'm excited to do this.
That's a wonderful, wonderful opportunity. I mean, you got to give me the information so I can come, because I mean, that's a huge honor. LLS doesn't give that to just any and everybody. So that's huge. Congratulations on that.
Thank you.
Right there. Wow. So I know they're a volunteer type of situation. So you must have volunteered a lot of hours.
Yeah, so you volunteer you set up these events, you set up these ways to raise funds through that 10-week period. So yes, it's a lot of planning. I have a whole team behind me. I've got, my goodness, how many do I have? 10 to 12 people on my team, very dedicated. You may be familiar with Sandy Prosnitz. She ran for Woman of the Year last year.
Wow.
I'm not sure if you're familiar with her or anyone watching, but she ran for Woman of the Year last year, and I was on her team. I kind of came in late. So I ended up joining her team, raising some money for her. She came in second place, runner-up, and she's now my campaign manager this year. She nominated me. She's my campaign manager, so we are going to do amazing things. Amazing things, and we have a lot of good things planned.
That's exactly why you're on the show. That is some amazing stuff. People just don't understand how, I mean, that's some hard work, and it's for a good cause, but it is hard work. Now, I'm just gonna have to put me out there. I really want to assist in a way that, you know, whenever I can fit in to get in or whatever. But I would like to attend, because one thing I said once, I've been in remission for 12 years now, and I said that I've always wanted to give back, either light the night walk or something. And I'm part of the organization that I'm in, which you know of, is the Garden City Housing Team. And I want to do something for cancer, and I would love to partner with you to get that going. I mean, I'm just going to put it out there. I would love to do something. I know September is Blood Cancer Awareness Month. If we could maybe partner up and you know, just assist in that around in that area, because I know LLS has a whole bunch of events, but throughout the year, I don't really know what they're doing here in Georgia. I know in Texas, they do a banquet, they do a conference, and they do all of that. But if you could keep me in the loop with that, I would like to do something for blood cancer with you and your team, to just partner up and do something. I would love that.
Absolutely. And we have a whole set of events planned for the next 10 weeks, starting February 17th. But of course, the planning's been going on for a while now. So you will be on my email list, and anyone else who is interested, we will be posting it to social media. It will be everywhere we can get it. We want people to attend, support the cause. We want to raise as much money as possible for this. 100% goes to LLS. So
wonderful. I'm totally down with that. I thought back and I said, man, I could do better. I could do better. And now that I'm in Georgia, now that I know you're a part of the organization, I'm definitely going to latch on to you, because that is I'm talking about my organization, because they helped in so many ways. I think I even gave them credit in the book that I wrote, because I mean, if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't know anything about leukemia and the different stages and all the above. And I suffered from it was an acute form of leukemia. But when I tell you, I've met people coming up to me and was like, wow, you know, I've known someone, but they're no longer here. So I just sit back and go, you know what? I am a walking miracle. So I want to give back. That's one thing I want to do. So, what else do you have on your plate, and what else do you have going on besides that wonderful thing?
Well, in relation to the insurance
Mhm.
business that I have, on February 2nd, I am participating in a webinar. Nita Penn is hosting for ACE.
Oh,
And
wow.
so I'll be informing or talking about
Mhm.
insurance, home-based business insurance to anyone who registers, of course. So we'll be going over the importance of home-based businesses, insurance for home-based business, sorry.
You,
So liability, product liability, all kinds of stuff. We're going to be talking about the importance of why, even if you're doing business out of your home and you don't think it's a risk at all, nobody's coming in your home, nobody's going to get hurt, nothing's going to happen.
mm,
So I'll be discussing why it is important to have that insurance
wow, that's
and what it
interesting.
covers and all that good stuff.
So I have a question that from the audience here. It says, "How did you get started in the business that you're in? Was there a an aha moment that you wanted to go into this particular area?"
Well, it's funny actually because I'm from Jacksonville, Florida. So I moved here in 2015 in January. So I've been here about 7 years. And when I
Hmm.
first moved here, I had previously worked in banking, and I was like kind of behind the scenes and um, researching deposits and making sure that they were correct and fixing them and things like that. So um, my husband worked with someone whose mother was
Hmm.
looking for someone to fill an insurance sales position.
Oh,
So
wow.
I went for that job. I interviewed, I got the job. I studied, I went to school for insurance, and I got licensed. So I worked for an agency for 6 years,
Hmm.
and it was me. Everything about that job was me.
Wow.
I was great in sales. I loved my customers, and of course, you work with customers for so long, and the same customers, and you grow to love the people that you serve. And so eventually I just decided it was time to go out on my own. After so many years, I had the knowledge, the experience. I'm mostly self-taught for a lot of things in insurance, because in order to get the experience, you have to go through learning how to quote things, learning what you need to do to quote, what information you need, things like that. And then you sort of self-teach yourself through every
Yeah.
policy that you write. And so that helped me be confident to open my own business.
Wow. Wow, that's something, because I mean, insurance, you hear about it, and you I mean, it's actually a scary notion, especially when it starts talking about healthcare and what plan do you want. And my heart goes out to the elderly because I know it's confusing. So that's the first time that I've ever heard someone say those words, though. You said you actually loved your clients. That's huge, because a lot of times, people look at it like, well, okay, that's my dollar, those are my dollars. But you actually see them as human beings, which I can definitely appreciate. So tell me this. The one of the other questions was, how was it during the pandemic? 2020, everybody was shut down. I mean, it was like boop. But what about the insurance companies and the insurance agencies? After the pandemic, during the pandemic, did you guys lose? Did you guys win? What did that look like?
Okay, and I'm so sorry because I'm losing a little bit of the mic. Is sounds kind of like robotic sounding. Can you
Oh,
hear
for
me
me?
okay?
Oh, yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, it's I can barely hear what you're saying. I'm so sorry.
Oh, you can
Um,
barely hear me?
yeah.
Oh, snap. Okay, let me see. Let me see what's going on with me here. Hold on. And the craziest thing is,
That's
you.
perfect.
Okay,
I
perfect.
don't know what
Awesome.
you just did, but that is great. Um, so from what I'm understanding, you're wanting to know about how my business dealt with the pandemic.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
How did
Um,
that look?
so I left my job on October 18th, 2020. That That was my last day at my previous agency. And I signed a lease. I moved into the new building, where is now Hammer Insurance Agency on Canal Street on November 1st. I had no idea what my business was going to do. I had no idea. I know how successful I was at my previous agency. I was the top sales agent for several years over there. So I was just, kind of crossing my fingers, hoping that I could take that with me to my new agency and be successful there as well, through what I did, marketing, all kinds of stuff to try to be successful. And so we wrote our first policy on November 13th. Once we got up and running, we got all our equipment, we got all our appointments with our companies. And so we wrote our first policy on November 13th, and it kind of just kept coming. It was slow. It was scary at sometimes, because you have these ups and downs. You have 1 week, I'll write 8 policies in one day, and that's more than I wrote sometimes at my previous agency. And then you had 1 week where I didn't write any policies at all, or I wrote 1 or 2. And so it was kind of like, is this going to be successful? Are we going to actually be able to do this? And so it was a lot of, it was very emotional. And so it was very unknowing. You had no idea, but it came. I actually started finding people they were searching for me when I left my previous agency. I took nothing with me from my previous agency. I was really sad to leave all my customers after serving them for 6 years. I hoped that they would find me, but it takes a while. You can put your website online, you can do social media, but it takes a while for people to actually be able to find you. And, once you get enough interaction online. So I actually, December and January, I started having people taping their information to my door, which is not secure, by the way. I don't recommend it. But I actually had people chase me down, and they were taping their insurance information to my door. Quote me, call me. And it was just like, wow, I love my customers, but it is such a great feeling to know that they love me as well. And my customers from the old agency, and I would never take them, but they found me, and they came to me, and that was such a great feeling. And it was good. It was good for our business. And then from there, the referrals, we just, keep going. We keep going and hope for the best.
That's a rare story, especially they chased you down. It was like money was chasing you down. That's awesome. That is awesome. Definitely great. And you hear about the stories of people losing business and things like that. But this month, every guest that I've had has told me that the pandemic was a blessing for them. It's the strangest thing, but sometimes God works in mysterious ways. You just, it just happens like that. And it sounds like that's what happened to you during the pandemic when everything else was shutting down. People were chasing you down. That is awesome.
I was definitely steered in this direction. I was led to do this, and I believe it happened for a reason. Absolutely needed to happen.
Absolutely.
I'm very blessed.
Destiny was definitely, your stars were aligned, and destiny was knocking at your door for sure. Any plans for your business in 2022? Any new plans?
Oh my gosh. There's so many things. Things that keep me up at night. Where can I go? Where can I go and spread word about my business? How can I help other people? Obviously we say referrals are the best thing that you can get for your business from other people. So, I just plan on meeting as many people as I can. I hope more of my previous customers find out where I'm at, and if they want to come see me, then they're welcome to, and it'd be great to serve the rest of Savannah. I am very, very customer based. I'm customer service. We are very happy to provide the best customer service. I have Sierra. Sierra is an agent of mine. And actually she used to work with me at my previous agency, and she hadn't worked there for many, many months. And she came with me to my new agency. And so I talked to her, and she's excellent in customer service as well. We treat our customers with respect. We absolutely love our customers. And I'm
Wow.
sorry if I'm getting caught up because there's just so much going on up here that it's hard to say it all at once. But you call us, you get someone on the phone. You get me, you get Sierra, you get my husband, Jared. He works there part-time. So you always get someone who cares, who's going to help you fix your insurance if it's messed up, who's going to get you where you need to be, get you covered properly, get you what you want, and listen to your problems, advocate for you if there's any claims issues. So customer service is huge for me. And in my plan for 2022 is just to keep on doing what I'm doing now and to keep growing and just see where it takes me.
Well,
Every
that's
month
good.
is better and better. We just keep pushing, and I love it. I love my job.
And you know what? Your job loves you because I mean, it all depends. Well, I'll put it like this. I'm a firm believer of your energy brings back whatever you put out there. And your energy is a good energy. So I'm not surprised that you're doing well. I'm not surprised at all. So the insurance is okay. So if we have any questions of what type of insurances do you cover? Is it everything? Car, home, motorcycle, all of that good stuff?
So our agency right now, we don't do any life or health insurance.
Oh, okay.
We actually will refer out to that. I have a lot of great contacts for that. Excellent contacts. But for our agency specifically, we cover all of Georgia and South Carolina for auto, home, and business. That's
Okay.
personal and commercial insurance, any of it. And something I also offer is even if customers are not with me, like clients have questions about their current insurance, they don't want to switch. They love the company that they're with, and I don't represent that company, but they want to know if they have good coverage. They want to know if they're covered properly. I'm happy to review policies to advise people free of charge because I fully believe that people need to be insured properly. They need someone to help them. Sometimes you call 800 numbers, you get a quote, you get a policy. You don't necessarily know what you're getting. You don't know the coverage you have. Do you get to ask these questions?
Yeah.
What if I did this? What if I did that? Is it covered? You don't get that from an 800 number. You get that from your agent and a local independent agent, I say, because I shop rates every 6 months, every year. Whenever your renewal is up, I'm going to review it. And I'm going to make sure that out of all my companies that I am providing you with the best rate we have to offer. If your rates go up, we might say, hey, for the same coverage, we'll place you with another carrier we have that's cheaper and you get the same coverage. They're just as reputable. We have A+ companies. I mean, we do that for our customers automatically. You do not have to shop your rates with me. We will do it for you.
Oh, now that right there is rare, rare, rare. If you do all of that, that's amazing. I want everybody to understand that this is rare. I'm sure they know that because you can call your insurance company right now and they don't want you to look anywhere else. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah. No, nobody likes to lose business. And you understand when you work in insurance that rates are forever changing. So the rates are going to go up, rates are going to go down. You never know. And so sometimes you lose customers because they find a better rate somewhere else. It's just the business. It happens. But we want to do our best to try to keep that business in our agency. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to make sure that we're looking out for our customers. We're not going to short them any coverages or anything like that. We're just going to make sure that if we can offer them something better with a comparable company, then we're going to let them know. So we'll, send them an email or call them. I like to call them because I love to talk to people and let them know, hey, I know that you've been asking me for, 6 months. Are my rates going to go down? Well, yes, they are. This 6 months, we got you. So
let's see. That's great. I mean, that's some serious, that's some really good customer service because I mean, right now, customer service can tilt anything, far as I'm concerned. I don't care if it's a hotel, a car, a rental car, whatever. Customer service now is huge. I won't go anywhere if you have horrible customer service. I don't care how good your food is or whatever. If your customer service is horrible, then you'll never see me again. I mean, that's just how it goes for me.
That's true.
So if you're an insurance, like for you, if you're willing to search, I wouldn't want to go anywhere personally, because you're even doing a task for me that I don't even like doing, and that's searching. So that
That's
would make
yes. And
that's
that's the whole goal, taking the work off of the customer. Let us
yeah.
do it for you. You don't have to worry about it. And
See,
so we
that's
pride ourselves on that. We pride ourselves on treating our customers with respect, fixing any issues, advocating for claims. If you have a claim and you need us to contact the company on your behalf, we don't handle claims in the office. We'll call them for you. We'll help you figure out what you need to figure out and get you where you need to be.
see, that's
Get you what
awesome.
you need.
Awesome, Kaylin. So we got one last question here. It says, what would you say to encourage anyone that is wanting to start a business with their gifts? And your gift to me is customer service. You are a gifted individual. You are a people person and all that good stuff. But what would you tell someone who's wanting to start in the insurance company or anything like in the insurance, arena? What would you say?
Okay, so if you're in Savannah, give me a shout. I'm happy to offer all and any advice. If you're in insurance and you're looking to go out on your own, I'm happy to help you, to talk to you about what steps you would need to take and what you would need to do, and advise you on how to be successful. Any other industry, I mean, talk to someone. There's so many resources out there. There's ACE Women's Business Center, right? The ACE that we were talking about with Nita Penn.
Yeah.
She's great with startup businesses. I mean, those sessions she offers are so informative. There's SCORE, right? SCORE mentors. I'm familiar with a lot of SCORE mentors. So, I mean, there's so many resources. And so what I did, when I wanted to start my own agency, I didn't know it all. I went online. I Googled almost everything. What do I need to do? And just kind of used my intuition and, okay, so I'll do this. Okay, I guess I got to do this. I'll do this. And, I wasn't aware actually of SCORE and everything else. So it was just a lot of research. But I mean, I'm happy to help anyone with advice. And I know a lot of people that help. It is their job to help people starting businesses, and I'd be more than happy to refer them to them or give them any advisement.
Man, I'm glad you brought up SCORE, because SCORE is amazing. SCORE is a bunch of CEOs, presidents, veterans, everyone that knows business like the back of their hand. They have volunteered their time to help you start your business. SCORE is amazing. And
volunteered. Yes.
Volunteers. They're not even getting paid. They're
for
retired.
Free.
It's like, what? and what was the other agency? Small business.
ACE.
ACE.
It was ACE.
Right?
There's a small business association. So they're
right.
Yes. So
yes.
They're very helpful. I mean, they've got information all over the place. I can send you links or whatever you need. I can get you connected with that association. They're great. They're great. They're really awesome. There's so many things out there to help you if you want to start a business. And something I wish that I had known ahead of time, because I didn't. And I learned something from all of these people every day. You learn as a business owner. I've only been in business for a year and a few months, and I take what I can get from everybody that I can, because
I would have never believed you were just in business for a year, because you're doing so well. I thank you so much for coming on tonight, telling us about what you do, and just to give us a feel of who you are. And I like you. I as soon as I met you, I was like, she's awesome. She's amazing. And so now everyone gets to know why I was going crazy over you. And so before you go, let everyone know how to get in contact with you, whether that's a website, social media pages, whatever the case may be. Please give us your information.
Yes. So Hammer Insurance Agency is located at 114 Canal Street, Suite 402 in Fuller, Georgia. My email, Kaylin, at hammerinsurancegeorgia.com. That's all spelled out. Insurance and Georgia, all spelled out, the whole thing. You can call me 912-319-0470. We have a Facebook page. We have hammerinsurancegeorgia.com. If you're interested in supporting anything LLS, we have Hammer for Hope Facebook page. We have Hammer for Hope website. We have so many options for you to reach out to us about LLS for the campaign I'm starting, and reach out to anyone at my agency for anything that you need. We're happy to help.
Oh, thank you so much. And don't forget, send me everything that you're doing with LLS, because I want to jump on that. I mean, that organization is amazing. So thank you so much for coming on tonight, sharing with us all the good news that you're doing, all the great stuff that you're doing.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for having me.
You're welcome so much. And I want to get you back on, especially when it's time to, have one of those events. I want to, I want to give you an opportunity to spread the news as well. So let me know. Keep me in the loop.
I'd love to. Thank you so much. I'll send you the info.
All righty. Bye-bye. Man, what a guest. Thanks everybody for tuning in tonight. Like I said, all day today, we had game changers and atmosphere shifters. This is what we do. This is what we do at the Mona Lisa Monroe Morning Show and Evenings with Mona Lisa. We introduce you to some amazing people. No, they're not the Hollywood. They're not only, they're not the. No, these are real people doing some amazing things. And I just want to give them a shout out, a spotlight for you to get to know these amazing people. I mean, we had creative thinkers. We had out of the box thinkers. We had gifted hands. And today we had game changers and atmosphere shifters. Thanks again for tuning in to the Mona Lisa Monroe Morning Show this morning. And thank you for tuning in with Evenings with Mona Lisa. In the evenings, we're only on for 30 minutes. So if you missed it, please click like and share the show. Go back and listen to the show this morning. Forgive the first 5 minutes. I don't know what was going on with the sound, but we got it going. Don't give up. Continue to look at it because it will bless your socks off. And tonight, hopefully the sound was working. It looked like it was, but if not, don't go anywhere. Keep listening. It will bless your socks off. We are not here to try to change your mind about anything or whatever the case may be. We're only here to inform, encourage, enlighten, motivate, just touch your soul, honey. Anyway, thanks for tuning in. You guys have a great, great night. Bye-bye.